All right. Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Good morning.
Good morning. We are going live here for the first time, and we are super pumped because we have been working on this for a little while, right, Justin?
For a long time.
For a long time. But we are super excited to finally kick things off here at Top Agent Concierge and here inside of our community. And what we want to do here today is just welcome you real quickly, and then we want to go over about what is this all about? What are we doing? What is this going to look like? Is there anything else, Justin, that we're gonna go over today?
No, really, just wanted to welcome everybody. Thanks for taking a look at our launch. We're on kind of a mission to help real estate agents across the country. Yeah. And we'll be getting into that. Today, we're probably going to go over just an overview of what that's going to look like, what we'll be, diving into in the future.
Yeah. So what is Top Agent Concierge, Justin? Like, why, what is it?
So we help real estate agents and brokers find their ideal clients and have them chasing them rather than them chasing their prospects all over town.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's 100%. I think what's really important right now and what's going on basically in the world, specifically with all businesses, but also in real estate, is that there's really kind of this pre-interview thing that's going on where even if your business is 80 to 90% referrals, when somebody receives a referral, the first thing they're going to do is go in and type your name and information into Google and do a search. And when they do that search, a couple of things are happening. One, your listings are popping up, but then they're also your Google Map reviews are showing up there. And what we have found is that if you don't have any reviews there, then you basically don't exist. And the scary part is that your competition is there. They can see their competition's reviews. There could be 25, 50, or even 100 reviews there. And I don't know about you, and you may feel the same way, Justin, but if I get a referral from somebody and I go do a search and they have no reviews, and there's somebody that does the similar thing, has a bunch of reviews,
yeah,
I'm gonna probably give them an opportunity too, right?
Well, yeah, it's all about getting people to know, like, and trust you, right?
Yeah.
So ultimately, that's the goal. Have them
100%.
choose you over the competition.
Yeah. And as a real estate agent, you want to be popular, right? You want everybody to know who you are, and you want them to trust you and select you, right? And if you don't have this presence set up, and we're just talking specifically about Google My Business, Yelp, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, all of those, right? Like, if you're not there, you don't exist. And right now, we're kind of in a gray area where things are really transitioning over, where the old way is, road signs and bus signs and all that stuff is literally almost gone, right? Where now it's all online, 100%. It's all online. What are you laughing at me for?
It's gone.
It's gone. It's just totally gone. It's like mailers. Like, it's funny. I was just talking with an agent the other day, and they're like, I want to do mailers because nobody is doing mailers. It's like now all of a sudden mail has become available, but I don't recommend it. It's very, very expensive to do. And it's a long game, right? If you're ready to invest $500 to $1,000 every single month just on mailers to hit a 500 to 600 people, then.
Well, in the past, in the 80s, 90s, everything else, that was kind of the only way to really get in front of people and to be the top agent in your local market. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get your name out there, have people know you even exist, right? Yeah. But now it just doesn't work that way. We live in a digital age, right?
Not even remotely close.
So something I try to talk to all the agents that I talk to and have them picture this. Like, imagine somebody searches, real estate or real estate agent in your area, right? And all they see when it comes up is your name.
Yeah.
Total
domination.
Yeah.
Total domination. I'll tell you a story, just to talk about how important this is. We have one agent that we work with Brandon, and we got his Yelp page up to 25 reviews. It might even be more than that now. But his Yelp page, I know of this year alone, he's gotten five buyers from that were from out of state. They basically searched him, said, "Hey, you are the top agent in the area. You're the one that has the most reviews." And he got a phone call and does the appointment, sends him the contract, sends him a couple homes. They look at a home, go into contract, all within the same week.
Yep.
So, I mean, that is happening more and more, especially with the mass exodus of people leaving California, going everywhere else, and vice versa. I mean, all over the country, people are moving from their areas and finding greener pastures, so to speak, and they're going on the internet and they're searching. That's specifically for buyers. And so it is crucial that you have your online presence, your reviews, your reputation, your social media, your website, your display ads, they're all up to speed and that you're constantly doing it. Now, I mean, Justin, is this something that they can do overnight?
No, it takes time.
It takes a lot of time.
A big mistake people make, not just real estates, but all businesses, or many businesses, but real estate agents and brokers, we find they do it a lot too, is they want more business and they try to run some ads or something like that. But if the foundation is not in place, you just end up wasting a bunch of time and money.
Yeah. Yep. 100%. And to add to that is agents that are writing 12 to 24 deals a year, let's say 12 to 20, they're starting to become so incredibly busy just handling their deals, following up and prospecting and doing all that they don't have time to manage this stuff and to do it, nor do they even know where to start. So that's one of the reasons why we're putting together, Top Agent Concierge in this community that we put together, is because we have a program, we have a checklist, we know exactly what you need to do from start to finish, every single day, every single week, every single month. And it's things that you can do on a daily basis in really bite-sized chunks, or, you can hire somebody like us or even bring on somebody on your team to handle it and do it for you. But I can tell you this, even though you don't have time to do it, it is absolutely crucial that you do it, because in the next 5 years, you will be obsolete. You will not exist. And you'll start to do this game and you'll start to be like, okay, now I need to go get reviews. And the top agents that are doing it right now, they're going to have 100 to 500 reviews, and you're going to have 1 or 2, and you're not even going to show up in the list. It'll be almost impossible. It doesn't matter how much SEO you do or how much any other stuff you do. If you don't have your reputation and you have those pages out there, your SEO pages, and you're not doing your social media, you're not doing it all right now, you're roasted.
It'll be like chasing the fastest guy in the Olympic run.
It ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. So really important. And, here's the thing. And the main reason why we're doing it this specific way is Justin and I literally don't have time to sit down with every single agent and help them. And we want to help as many as we can, but unfortunately there's only going to be the top 1% that are going to implement it and put it together. And so this group is allowing us to connect with a lot more agents, and specifically those that want to be the top agents. Now, there's agents out there that only want to do 12 deals a year, right? And they're totally happy with that. We want to work with the agents that are doing 12 deals a year, but are ready to ramp up. They are busy, but they need to bring in somebody else. They need some guidance on marketing digitally, online, and going that direction. And so that is why we put this group together, is to really focus on bringing in those top agents and giving them a path and a journey and a checklist, is what we call it, to follow to be able to do it.
Agents that want to take action, that want to grow, want to do that. I mean, we do have, even though those are the agents that we're looking for, you know what I mean? Yeah. At least, making 12 deals a year, closing 12 deals a year, sorry. We have a system that's not hard to get there if you're not there yet, right?
Yeah.
It might take a little work, but like I said, we're looking for those agents that are willing to take some action.
Yeah. And the reason why we put this list together and this checklist in this group is because where do you start? What do you do? Where do you go? There's so many things. Like every day it seems like it's changing. And so yeah. So what our program does and what our checklist does and what this group does is it breaks it down so that you focus on building your foundation first and building that up over time. And then we can start running ads and doing other things. Because what we have found is that agents will go out and start running ads and spending money on different things, but on bus wraps or A signs and all this other stuff. And then people go and search their name and look on the internet and there's nothing there. They don't even exist. So I know me personally, I look at reviews and I do my research online, and I hate that term now. Do your research, right? But we all do that and we all look at what's going on. And it doesn't matter how much marketing you do. If you don't have your foundation set up and you're getting your reviews and you have a nice presence online, you're going to get business, but it's going to be only a small portion of what you could actually get. Right. So that's what we're going to do. So anything else you wanted to add on this, Justin, before we kind of jump into the customer journey?
No, just on that note, I mean, somewhere between 80 and 90% of people never leave the first page of a Google search, right? So if you're not there, they don't know you exist.
Yeah.
So really, like you were saying, you're only, you might have your face on a bus bench or, on a shopping cart or something like that, but you're only hitting about 20% of your market.
That is the truth. Excellent. All right. So I think this is a perfect segue. What we're going to dive into now is what we call the customer journey. And this is really where we need to start, because we all understand the process of meeting somebody from referral to getting a review, but we're going to go over very specific steps that are going to outline it and make it extremely clear of what exactly a customer journey looks like. And then later on, not in this particular one, because we could talk on this stuff forever, but in the coming live streams, we're going to dive into the different sections and how to do it. So let's go ahead and dive into that right now. So here's what we got is the customer journey. And what this is the process that a referral or a cold prospect will go through in order to become your client. And we have to guide them through this process in order to do that, right? And
or have a system in place that they can flow through it themselves.
Yeah, there's no guesswork, right? It's not like it's random that you're getting business, right? I mean, it's just like once you get a client, you have a very specific process you're going to do. Marketing, digital marketing is exactly the same, right? There's a process and there's a journey that they're going on, right? Cool. Anything else you want to add there, Justin?
No, like I said, it's all about getting them to know, like, and trust you.
That's it. That's 100%. So let me see. I got multiple screens going on, so this is interesting. Okay. So the first stage is awareness, and that is, do they know you? And the way that your customer, your prospect, your buyers, or your sellers are going to get to know you is either through social media, search advertising like Google digital ads or Google My Business, email, SMS, a loyalty program, YouTube videos, television, billboards, all of those fun things, right? That you're marketing yourself, you're putting yourself out there. And the number one specifically is word of mouth. That is the most valuable one that's out there. But at some point, somebody is going to be introduced to you and your business, right, Justin?
Right. And I know, along those lines, word of mouth is very valuable, right? But if you're only working off referral, you're very limited to the amount of reach that you can have.
Yep, absolutely. And agents always say, how do I get more leads? How do I get more leads? Well, this is how. This is ultimately how in the long haul you can get a ton of leads, many, many more leads. Okay. So anything else here on this, Justin?
Nope. You got to put yourself out there.
Got to get out there. All right. So the next part is being found, and we call this the findability stage. And we covered it a little bit. Do you have your Google My Business? Do you have your Facebook page? Do you have your Instagram page? Do you have your Twitter page, your LinkedIn? all those different. Did I say Instagram? I think I did say Instagram. But are
But
you
it-
there?
It goes much farther than that too, though.
Yeah. What's that?
So there are listing sites across the web that some are more popular than others, but you should at least be, have your business listed on those most popular sites,
Yeah.
right? And what that does, if everything is consistent and accurate, shows search engines like Google, Bing, Yahoo, that you're a valid business, right? And that people should see you.
Yeah, but I don't use Instagram. I don't use Twitter, Justin. Why would I even want to have an account on there?
Because your clients do.
Exactly. Yes. That's the number one thing. I don't even use Twitter. I'm like, well, you know what? I don't even know how many billions of people use it. I don't even know if it's billions, but
Take the bus bench analogy, for example, right? Like you're putting your face on a bus bench, right? The only people seeing those are people that use a bus bench or drive that street.
100%. Yep.
Right? But not everybody does that. Other people go by other benches and drive down other streets.
Yep. 100%. So even though you're not using it, and we talk about the main ones, which is Google My Business, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and I feel like there's one more. I can't remember what it is. Like, did I get them all? I think I got them all.
You got them. You're good.
But those are all the ones that you need to be on. And TikTok is coming up pretty big as well as another one for the future, right? So, okay. So really, do they trust you? Is there some findability that's going on there? All right. So the next one here is, do they like you? And this has to do with reviews, specifically on those 5 platforms that I talked about before. Do you have a reputation online? Do you have any type of review at all? Do you have one? Do you have 25? What's important is that we get those 5-star reviews there, right, Justin?
Right. Think about it. Think about the last time you looked up a business, whether that's a restaurant or a service or anything like that, right? Most people are going to, it's like 85-90% of people are going to look at those reviews and make sure it's someplace that they want to do business, right? They want to make sure that people are happy with the service that is being provided by that business or that person.
Yeah.
Right? So it's really important that, your reputation stands out online.
Totally. But I hate Yelp. Yelp is terrible. Why would I want to put my business on there?
We agree.
We agree.
But unfortunately, in today's world,
we do. We really do. We hate Yelp with a passion. Unfortunately, we don't have a choice.
Right. It's they've gotten their foot in the door and you can't close it.
Yeah, and it comes down to 2 things, right? One, they're terrible, right? They treat their businesses terribly. But your customers and clients and prospects and buyers and sellers, they use it. And they go there and they research and they do it. Here's the one mistake people make, or one business owners make, that I think is really important about Yelp specifically, is they don't create an account and they don't put reviews on there. So what ends up happening is one client goes in there and leaves us a 1-star review. And now you have a 1-star. It's going to happen. We're human, right? We make mistakes. You're going to upset people. You're going to get a star. You're going to get a 1-star, unfortunately. But if you have 50 5-star reviews and 1-star review, then it doesn't matter. So that's why it's so important that you get way ahead of the game so that when you get that 1-star, it doesn't hurt you. And this has to do with all of them, with Google My Business, with Facebook, Zillow, all the other ones. You got to go get 55-star reviews. And that's what it's all about, building your reputation, because now people like you and they know that they like you. Okay. Anything else, Justin, on this one?
Nope, that's good.
Okay. And then the next part is, are they choosing you? Are they deciding to work with you? And a lot of agents, they say, well, the agents that I've spoke to, I want more leads. I want more leads. What can we do? Can we run ads? Can we do this? Can we do that? And I go, whoa, 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 whoa. Why don't we focus on getting more business from the people that you're already talking to? So how can we get, and most agents, they only want like 5 more deals this year because they're so busy. I only want 5 more. I only want 6 more, right? Well, how many presentations are you not getting, right? And they're like, oh, well, I'm not getting this many. Well, maybe we could build that reputation online and convert those better, right? Or what about those? Go ahead.
Not just your reputation either. Like after they can find you, they check you out, your reputation looks good. People are saying good things about you online and everything. You want a way to actually convert them. So usually the next step is they're visiting your website, right?
Yep.
Or one of your pages and taking a look at what you have to offer.
Yeah.
Right. And if that's a good message, right, then they're going to pull the trigger to actually reach out to you and do business.
100%. So we want to make sure your website is up to speed, right? And unfortunately, a lot of the real estate websites, the big dogs out there, the big templates and companies where you can buy, they don't set their sites up right to generate leads. They're look templates. Pretty. Huh?
They're templates.
They're templates, yeah. They're not designed to generate a lead for you or to convert a buyer or a seller to want to talk to you. Your website is not there to do your job. It's there to generate a lead and a conversation and start a relationship. So, build websites, online booking, those types of things, which is really important. So we make sure, so we're going to push you through the opportunity to be able to convert more of the people that you're already talking to, right?
And on top of that too, I mean, I know the companies that do those templated sites and everything else, they're really good salespeople, right? Like they'll talk it all up and down that it does do all of this, things and SEO and this and that. But ultimately, from the hundreds of agents that we've spoken to, it doesn't. They don't do, ultimately what you're wanting them to do. You should really be in control of that.
Yeah, 100%. There's no doubt. So the last part is, do they talk about you? Are they advocating for you? Now, we can't really help you with the in-between area, like what happens from the time you get a lead to once you close the deal. That's your business. You need to do that. I mean, we can coach on that, but that's not what we're here to help you with. We're here to help you with your digital marketing. You need to do 5-star work and do a great job.
We can't pick up the phone for you.
But we can send them a link and we can follow up with them after and make sure they're leaving you a 5-star review, right? Or they're leaving you a review that you deserve, right, to build that reputation online. So go ahead.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, really it's about, you mentioned earlier on that word of mouth is super powerful. Yeah. Right. What happens when this is all in place the correct way, this foundation, right? You're boosting that word of mouth. Yeah. So now where you were, maybe, your business was mostly based on referral, right? And word of mouth. Once this is in place, now that has grown 50, 60, 80%, right? And you have that many more people talking about you.
100%. There's no doubt. And that's what I was going to say, is that is where that's where most drop the ball. Yep. Like they're not even doing the awareness or the findability or the reputation. They have a website, they're getting referrals, but then they're doing 5-star work, but they're just not asking for a review. And I don't want to, I keep saying a lot and everybody, but the agents that we speak to, they just go, I forget. Or, you know what? I don't want to ask them for a review. And in my opinion, you got to get over that, because you need to ask. You have to ask, because you will not be relevant in 5 to 10 years if you do not, right? Like you may build your business up enough to where now you're just getting a bunch of referral business, and that's fantastic. And you may not ever need that, but we're really kind of in a range where 12 to 24, like we need all the help that we can get. We need to keep that going. And when the market gets tighter and things get harder, only the top agents are going to really survive and get the future business. And so we really want to do that. And we have a lot of different ways and systems to do that, to kind of add to that. So,
right. And, on top of that, like some people do feel uncomfortable asking for those reviews or those, things like that. But there are ways to do that and to automate it where you're not having to have that uncomfortable conversation, right?
100%. Yep. So beautiful. Is there anything else that we need to add or talk about with the customer journey?
I don't think about the customer journey. I think we've covered a good deal. Hopefully we cleared that up for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice overview.
Yeah, I mean, it did for me.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of an aha moment to kind of understand the customer journey. Now, here's the thing, and we've talked about the checklist quite a bit at the beginning, and building your foundation and becoming the top agent concierge. Now, the thing is this just doesn't happen overnight. It's a part of the process and things that you need to do on an ongoing basis. And so we have a checklist that helps you do the right things in each part of these different sections, from the awareness to the findability to the reputation to the conversion, and turning them into an advocate. Step by step. And that's our top agent checklist. And if you want that and you're interested in that checklist, go ahead and leave a comment. Go ahead and put yes, send me the checklist in the comments down below, and we'll get back with you and we can send that over to you. We'll message it over to you. But if you want this checklist, go ahead and leave a comment. We'll send that over to you because it is awesome, right? I mean, we've been putting it together. We still have a couple more bells and whistles to put on it. But what are the type of things that they're going to find in there in the checklist, Justin?
Exactly how to put yourself in a place where you can get found, right? How you can get more reviews and use the reviews that you have to boost your presence online and attract those leads that are the exact ones that you want.
Yeah.
Right? I can't even say enough about it.
Yeah, I mean, is it going to be totally vague directions of what exactly it is they need to do?
No. There's
is it going to be like a super half-assed freaking do this and then you're done type thing?
It's a step-by-step, process with video for each step, a quick little video, so little bite-sized pieces that you can, if you can do when you have time, right?
Yeah.
But it's not that any of the steps are really going to take much time at all.
Absolutely not. Nope. Here, let's just give them a little bit of a sneak peek of what it looks like. What do you think? Should we do it? I mean, I'm kind of torn. I don't know if we should show them or not.
You can go ahead. Give them
okay. We'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek here.
But if you want to grab it, go ahead and comment below and we'll reach out to you.
Yep. So here's the checklist, and I'm not going to go over it, but it is literally step by step exactly what to do, where to go do it. Here's the video. Do you need help? And it's just it goes through everything. So that's all we're going to show them. That's all they get. They're not getting any more. That's all we're going to show them. But you can see the checklist is awesome. It is so, and we're still building it. We're still putting it together, but it's going to have exactly everything you need to do. And so you're going to have different options. You either can do it yourself, you can hire somebody to do it, or you can hire us to do it, right? It doesn't really matter, but you're going to have all the tools and exactly everything you need to do.
Yep, that's right. And on top of that too, I mean, as we go forward in, the top agent community, this Facebook group, we're going to be covering so much stuff. We're going to be going way more in detail of all of those, topics in that customer journey. So we'll be showing you and teaching you those step-by-step actions on top of the checklist.
Yep.
Take you to a whole nother level. So make sure that you're tuning in. We'll be here.
Another level. Let's go. As we say around here, let's crush. Yeah. So make sure you tune in. Make sure you mark your calendar. Mondays at 9 a.m. We will be going live every week, going over a different topic. Our goal is to start putting out what next week is going to be. We'll be talking about it, doing some announcements and different things like that as those arise. But for right now, thank you guys for joining us. If you want the checklist, go ahead and put, yes, I want the checklist. Put that in the comments right now. Either Justin or myself will get back with you and get that over to you right away. And I think that's all we got for today. Justin, is there anything else you want to add? You want to sign us off?
That's it. Have a great day. Let's crush.
Crush.